on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Oh my. This is over the top. This is over the top. Everyone has been saying we have to try this out, but this has already exceeded expectations. I didn't think that just chicken sisig was going to taste exactly like this. Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If you happen to be new around here, I am Trevor and this is Anna. We are the Delightful Travelers. Make sure to hit subscribe, click the little bell to follow along on our, well, now quarantine adventures.
And you might notice it's dark out. Very unusual for us to start at nighttime, but we're doing it tonight because we wanted to try a couple of Filipino dishes that you guys have been recommending. We thought we'd wait until dinner time, hence why it's dark out. But yeah, we're really excited. This one, a lot of you guys recommended. It's called Sisig. We're really excited for it. All right, it is now dinner time. Our dishes are here. I'm also, it's a hot night. I'm super sweaty, so if you're wondering why I'm so hot, that's why. It's like 34 degrees or something like that. But our dishes are here. We got a couple of different things. One, this is chicken sisig. It's like on the sizzling plate. It was when it came, like making a super sizzly noise. I think that's calmed down now. You can also get it with pork, but this is with chicken. We'll try the pork one another night. I think sometimes it's served with chicken liver, but neither of us are really into the intestines and those kind of things. So we're kind of happy about that.
We're not a fan of that.
No.
Let's be honest.
So this is just with regular old chicken. There's an egg on top. I think there's some chilies in there. I think maybe it's cooked with some onion, mayonnaise to give it a kind of creamy consistency. What else did I read there's in there? Maybe some soy sauce.
And what do we have this way?
So over here we have some chop suey, which is essentially like, we're used to it as being Chinese, but Filipinos have their own version as well. It's basically just stir-fried veggies.
All right, let's get some of this chop suey. It looks really good, and I've seen this before. It's almost like a gravy sauce. It's not gravy though, that's the thing, but oh my, I'm gonna have to try this out. And I'm gonna have to say, I know Anna said already, it's so hot. Before I even try it with rice, before anybody says you have to have it with rice, I just wanna try it on its own. It's one thing I always want to do. I just need to try it. Oh yeah. Oh, so that's really good. It is totally like a gravy sauce. I've said this before, and now I'm curious if other Filipinos or anybody that's been to the Philippines think that, because to me, it's not the kind of sauce I'm used to having with like an Asian dish. Usually it's like sweet, almost like a teriyaki or something, and whatever sauce is on it would be a little bit thinner. This is really thick and heavy. I just want to get some of these veggies because there's like carrots on here. It's just dripping, look at that. Bell peppers as well, two very different things. Oh my, this is really good. Well, with the rice, I mean, it just rounds it out. So good. I know garlic rice, this is garlic rice by the way, it's a very popular thing here in the Philippines, but when you take the veggies and just it has that gravy creaminess, the rice kind of has like a creamy texture as well. They're just perfect. Perfect. Chop suey. Not something I thought I'd be having in the Philippines, but chop suey, I love you.
I'm going to try the sisig. I have no idea the proper way to do it, but I feel like it should be stirred in here. So let's get that egg kind of mixed in.
Look how the egg just goes right through that. Wow. And you can see the mayo. It really makes like a very creamy texture, doesn't it? I'm so curious how this is going to taste because this might be, out of all the Filipino foods we've had so far, nothing has looked quite like this.
Definitely not. Interesting now how it has that white consistency of the egg, which I mean, it was kind of a raw egg, I think, on there, so it's cooking in with that chicken now. So I'm going to try it first without the rice. I also have a piece of chili on there. I'm going to be brave on my very first bite. Hopefully it doesn't, it's not too crazy spicy, but we will see.
Well, we are known for liking some spice. And if the Philippines shocked us with spice levels, I'd be, well, I don't know if I'd believe it. But I see it dancing, so that means it's probably a good thing. Oh
yeah, that is so delicious. I didn't actually try the chop suey yet, but this totally has a gravy consistency to it as well. It's rich, it's creamy because of all, I don't know what the original sauce is again. Maybe the soy sauce, and then they add maybe ginger and like garlic, lots of pepper in there. And then when you mix in the mayo, which I never would have even thought of putting mayo on top of a chicken dish, it just adds a creamy consistency to it. The egg does the same thing. It all, it just creates this yummy, creamy consistency. And the chili, unless it's a green onion or something, was not too spicy at all. This is good.
All right, look at this. I know I've said it already in this video, but this looks like no other Filipino dish I've had so far. I'm gonna do exactly what Anna did. I just need to try it without rice first. Oh my. This is over the top. This is over the top. Everyone has been saying we have to try this out, but this has already exceeded expectations. I didn't think that just chicken sisig was going to taste exactly like this, but is it ever good? Now, what I need to do is get some more of this. I'm going to take it with some rice, and I just want to see the different kind of textures it's going to give. Wow. This is easily my favorite Filipino dish I've tried to date. All the veggies in here are so great, but there's one thing we didn't say so far. Calamansi. Everyone has been saying, try calamansi. I think they're kind of like small limes. If anyone's watching from North America, you might not know what that word is. It's like a lime. It's just a really small lime, but from what we're told, it's put on most dishes over here. So this is just covered in calamansi. It's very citrusy. It's very good, it's very creamy, and the veggies give it that texture. It's like crunch, the chicken's creamy, the rice is creamy. What a delicious dish. Like, what a delicious dish. I'll tell you, this is gonna make us do now is want to try pork sisig. Pork I think might be slightly more popular here, so we're gonna have to try some pork at some point. But wow, this is a great way to end off the night. And don't worry if you're wondering in this video if we're gonna do the Q&As. Yes, we are. We're gonna pick that up in tomorrow. Well, it'll be in this video, but we're gonna pick it up tomorrow. You'll see that in just, well, a few moments. Alrighty, well, it is time for another Q&A, and if you're wondering what this whole segment is, this is the part of the video where we sit down in our swing chair and we answer your burning travel questions or anything related to what's happening. So the way it works is if you have a question for us in the next video, we might answer it. If you just ask down below in the comments, we will go through and take a look and hopefully get back to you.
All right, question number 1 this week is from Gustavo Hernandez. Hi, what about your visa status? Is the government offering an extension?
Oh, that's a great question. We have gotten this question a few times now. The answer is yes, sort of. What they are doing, well, typically for us Canadians, I should say first, you get 30 days to be in the Philippines. So the 30 days has been up now for a while.
Yeah.
But the government did come out and say any foreigners that are here during this coronavirus, COVID-19 quarantine, once the lockdown lifts in the Philippines, we have another 30 days to reapply.
30 days to go apply for a visa extension.
Yeah, so we're very thankful of that, honestly, because when this first started to happen, it was one of the things that crossed our minds, and we were like, what are we gonna do?
And we've heard about other people in other countries that have had to either leave, like very expensively leave, or so just I'm really appreciative to the Filipino government for just not wanting people to rush to go get their immigration stuff looked after.
In short, they're really taking care of the foreigners and the tourists here.
Yeah. Question number 2, I'm not even going to read that username because it's one big long name together. And this is from a lovely keyboard warrior. Once in a while, you guys are super nice. We get so many amazing messages, but then once in a while there's people that not so nice. So this is one of those. So this is in reference to 2 videos ago when we were talking about potentially going home. Why should your flight be free? Canadians didn't ask you to travel. Your last video, you were still talking about traveling and sightseeing. Is the reality of your situation ever going to settle in, or do you find comfort in delusion?
Wow. So we do get comments like this. I know most of you watching, that's not how it goes. But what's interesting is we didn't say our flight should be free.
No, we never
have
said that.
no expectation that our flight should be free.
And if you haven't been watching, we did let you know, like I said, 2 videos ago, it was going to be $7,000 for us to get home. This was on a repatriation flight with the Canadian government through with Philippine Airlines.
Yeah. So what we didn't expect is it would be $7,000. We probably figured it would be more like double. So don't worry, the reality of the situation has definitely sunk in. We are stuck in another country. Maybe you forgot that.
And just to say, there's a big difference between free and 7,000 Canadian dollars. Maybe this person never travels and has no idea how much flights normally cost, but we travel a lot, I'd say.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Maybe. And we're pretty used to flight prices and doing our research. And I'm sorry, $3,500 to go to Canada per person is a lot of money. It's a lot.
Quite frankly, it's outrageous.
Yeah. And to address the other part about on our last video, we were talking about traveling and sightseeing. I actually went back and looked to see what you're referring to. The only question there was where do we think our first place will go after the pandemic, after COVID-19? It was nothing to do with traveling during the pandemic. I don't know.
Well,
people baffle my mind.
You didn't book a flight today to go to Thailand? Yeah.
Even if I did, I wouldn't be getting on it.
So yeah, we do get questions like that. I don't know. Sometimes people, I don't think they watch the video and all the way through. But we're not planning to go to Thailand if that's how you took it. The question was more like, hey, if this wasn't happening, where would you go? Thailand would be.
Or where might we want to go after everything's done? So
if you really watch the videos, we said a few times now, we just fully expect to be going back to Canada once this is all over.
Yeah. Okay, and third question from Spyware. If cost is your concern when staying at that resort, why not rent a house like jumping places did?
So a lot of people have asked us this question. There's a couple reasons behind that. One of the big ones is Wi-Fi. So yes, we know renting a house would be more cost effective. We could get groceries, but if we don't have Wi-Fi,
we can't work.
We can't work, and if we can't work, we can't make money. So I actually went and looked at a couple different houses around on a whole other part of town, and I went there in person. I walked an hour there, an hour back, and the first thing I do is test the Wi-Fi, and honestly, the Wi-Fi has been abysmal in most places. So
we had high hopes for 2 places we went to go look at, and the Wi-Fi was just awful.
Yeah, unusable.
Almost non-existent. So.
Yeah, so it is a must for us. So unfortunately, most of the apartments or villas that seem to be available are in a whole other side of town called Kurong Kurong, which is really nice. It has a beach access, and you can be outside. It's just the internet over there just seems to not be very good.
So if anybody's watching this from El Nido and they know of a house or apartment for rent that has some outdoor space, because mental health for us is very, very important. We need a little bit of outdoor space. It has a kitchen and has really good internet. Send us a message.
And you might be wondering, what about town? We were in town before, but we just had 4 walls. So again, we'd
honestly rather not be right in town. But
we would, yeah, because it's pretty. There's just more people and officials and things like that. We feel safer where we are now. We don't need to have a resort. We don't need to be on the beach and nothing like that. But right now, this is our best option. And to be quite honest, we're really happy with where we are. They've been treating us really, really well. And the main thing is we are happy here and we're healthy. Well, it's safe to say the food was absolutely delicious, and now we are very curious of other Filipino dishes we can try. If you happen to have any ideas, do let us know down in the comments, because, well, we're often hungry and we do like to eat.
Yeah, obviously we're limited on what we can try, but even if you leave a suggestion, maybe later on, someday when we're not in lockdown, we can give stuff a try.
That's a really good point, actually. And if you got this far in the video and you liked it, why not hit the thumbs up button, leave us a comment like we said, and hit subscribe if you're not. There's still a lot of you not subscribed, so if you hit that little red button, that means you're never going to miss a video. And next to the red button, there's a bell. If you click that as well, you'll get an email straight to your inbox telling you when our next video is out.
All right, guys, that's it.
From El Nido, wishing you a safe and healthy quarantine. I almost forgot that one.
See you soon.